What is Worldcoin, and should you be scanning your eyes to get some? Worldcoin is a part artificial intelligence, part crypto mega project launched by Sam Altman. If you do not know who Sam Altman is by now, then you have not been paying attention. The AI revolution is here, and it is in full swing. Sam Altman will one day be the richest man in the world. Sorry, Elon. From founding openAI, the brain trust behind the scorching earth hot ChatGPT platform, to the now new but controversial launch of Worldcoin, with its co-founder Alex Blania, Sam and company are looking to take the world in an entirely new direction. So what is Worldcoin? To understand Worldcoin, first you need to learn what World ID is. World ID is a digital ID that will allow businesses and organizations to identify you as being a real person without you having to provide your own personal ID. So instead of using personal information like your name, phone number, and date of birth to get into certain websites, mobile apps, crypto platforms, and applications, you will have a digital World ID. The World ID will act like a passport of sorts that will live on your phone that you can access, but it does not share your personal data. They call this zero knowledge proofs. Artificial insight. Zero knowledge proofs keep the details of a transaction hidden. Basically, it's a process that hides or codes information so only the person intended for the message can read it. This method was first developed during the 1980s by a group of mathematicians. Zcash was the first cryptocurrency to deploy the tech, but others have since followed. So how do you get a World ID? I know what you're thinking. No one is going to do that, are they? Wrong. To date, over 2 million people have received World IDs by having their eyeballs scanned by what some are saying is a creepy device called the orb. You can't make this stuff up. The orb is a biometric device that privately and securely verifies an individual's unique personhood. This all sounds fantastic, no? You get your eyeball scanned, and Worldcoin turns it into a digital ID. With over half of the population not having a verifiable ID, solving proof of personhood in the new dawn of artificial intelligence is more important than ever. Before we get into the controversy, let's discuss the positives and the possibilities this creates. They are endless. Positives, applications, and use cases. World ID's aim is to unlock a new generation of products and services, many of which will be surprising even for those that spend their days thinking about this. Still, the community has compiled a collection of some of the applications that will emerge. These include social networks with bot protection and community moderation, improved voting governance, online polls, census, financial services with a reduction in identity theft, fraud, and compliance, customer incentives, loyalty programs, coupons, referrals, free trials, improved marketplaces without fake reviews and fake transactions, better money distribution, government welfare, nonprofit aid, scholarships, UBI. UBI? Artificial insight. Universal basic income is a model for providing all citizens of a country or other geographic areas with a given sum of money, regardless of their income, resources, or employment status. The purpose of UBI is to prevent or reduce poverty and increase equality among citizens. Since AI will replace some jobs, many think the creators of AI tech like ChatGPT have an ethical obligation to support UBI. Negatives. Ethical concerns. Worldcoins are crypto tokens. To get people excited about having their eyeballs scanned, Worldcoin created a crypto token called WLD. Willing subjects were given 25 tokens, about $60 in value, to get their World ID. Some call this a marketing gimmick to enable Worldcoin to gain traction around the world, and also to lure in big venture capital. To date, Worldcoin's parent company, Tools for Humanity, has raised $115 million in funding, for a valuation of over $3 billion. 14% of all WLD tokens have also been earmarked for investors. In countries like Kenya, $60 represents half of the average annual monthly income in East Africa's largest economy, where about a third of the population live in poverty. Quote, "It's just cheaper and easier to run this kind of data collection operation in places where people have little money and few legal protections." MIT Tech Review. The World app, which accompanies a World ID, is the most downloaded app in Kenya and the government is assessing Worldcoin's operations to make sure the project is authentic and legal. It has since suspended Worldcoin activities in the country. Although not yet available in the US, Worldcoin counters this argument by saying that it is also operated in some developing countries. However, both the UK and German data regulators have already begun to look into the digital ID project because of privacy concerns as well. Quote, "We note the launch of Worldcoin in the UK and will be making inquiries," a spokesperson for the Information Commissioner's Office in the UK said in an emailed statement. Consent to process biometric data needs to be freely given and also capable of being withdrawn without detriment. Since information on Worldcoin is blockchain-based, it can never be withdrawn. With AI tech evolving at a rapid pace, distinguishing humans from robots online is going to be a challenge. Sam Altman believes that the Worldcoin project will replace traditional online logins with a decentralized digital verification system, all under the control of, you guessed it, Worldcoin. When Worldcoin co-founder Alex Blaney was asked by Bloomberg News about login theft and black market sales, he dismissed their impact. Quote, "Of course there will be fraud," he said. "It will not be a perfect system, especially early on." This year, hackers stole the login credentials of Worldcoin operators who are tasked with signing up new users, allowing these hackers to gain confidential information only to be sold at a later date. An article by the crypto publication Blockbeats alleged people were also selling their iris data for as little as $30 a pop to speculators on the black market. The hope is that the WLD token they collected from the scans would increase in price over time. Artificial Insights Real Money will be following and reporting on the Worldcoin evolution very closely. To date, the early adopters have tired of waiting for the cryptocurrency to launch. Orb operators around the globe await the launch anxiously, and the eyeballs they have scanned for Worldcoin are angrily watching them and waiting impatiently for the payoff. If you enjoyed this biography, please like and subscribe.